In 2025, the gap between the wealthy and the average person is larger than ever, not just in terms of bank account balances, but in the way they think about money. The truth is, rich people think about money very differently than most people do. And this mindset difference is what drives their long-term wealth. If you want to build real wealth, it's not enough to copy their investments, you need to understand how they think. In this video, we'll explore how the rich approach money, what makes their mindset unique, and how you can adopt these principles to transform your own financial future. Money is a tool, not a goal for most people. Money is the end goal. They think, if I just had more money, life would be better. Rich people see money differently. They see it as a tool. A tool to buy time. A tool to create freedom. A tool to solve problems and open opportunities. They don't chase money for the sake of status. They focus on what money allows them to do. This simple shift in thinking changes how they make financial decisions. Wealth is measured in time, not just dollars. Average people think of wealth as a number, $1 million, $10 million, and so on. The rich think of wealth as time. How long could I maintain my lifestyle without working? It's about freedom. Could I live well for 1 year without income? 10 years? Forever? This mindset leads them to focus on building assets that produce ongoing income, not just chasing high salaries or quick wins. The rich prioritize ownership over income while many people chase higher wages or promotions. The wealthy prioritize ownership. They want to own businesses. They want to own real estate. They want to own intellectual property. Ownership creates leverage. It allows wealth to grow beyond what one person can earn with their time alone. This is why the rich focus so heavily on acquiring assets that can appreciate and produce cash flow. They understand the power of compounding. Average investors often underestimate the power of compounding. The wealthy understand it intimately, and they structure their entire strategy around it. They're patient. They let investments grow for decades. They avoid unnecessary trading, because they know frequent buying and selling interrupts compounding. They see the true magic happens when gains compound upon gains over long periods. In 2025, this is more powerful than ever, with global markets offering incredible opportunities for those who think long-term. They see debt as a strategic tool. Most people fear debt or misuse it for consumption, buying things they can't afford. Rich people use debt strategically, as a tool to acquire assets that generate more income than the cost of borrowing. They understand good debt versus bad debt. They use leverage carefully, to amplify returns when appropriate, while managing risk intelligently. This mindset allows them to expand wealth without always needing more capital up front. The rich think in terms of systems, not single transactions. Average people think transactionally. How can I make money from this deal? The wealthy think in systems. How can I build a system that produces money over and over again? They focus on creating repeatable, scalable models, businesses, royalties, licensing, automated income streams. This mindset leads them to build structures that generate wealth on autopilot, freeing them from always having to trade time for money. They understand that money flows to value. Rich people know that money is attracted to value. They constantly ask, how can I create more value in the world? They understand that the more value they create, for customers, businesses, or society, the more money they can ethically attract. This is why they focus on solving big problems, innovating, and building skills. Instead of chasing money directly, they focus on becoming more valuable, and the money follows. They are comfortable with delayed gratification. One of the most striking mindset differences is patience. The rich are extremely comfortable with delayed gratification. They don't need immediate rewards. They invest time and capital today to create larger payoffs tomorrow. They're willing to wait 5, 10, or 20 years for compounding to work. They resist the urge for instant consumption. In contrast, many people sabotage their wealth by prioritizing short-term pleasure over long-term gain. They see risk differently. Most people fear risk and avoid it altogether. The wealthy understand that calculated risk is essential for outsized returns. They don't avoid risk, they manage it. They study it. They diversify it. They structure deals so that downside is limited, while upside is maximized. They also understand that not taking certain risks can itself be risky, leading to stagnation or missed opportunities. Their relationship with risk is mature and strategic. The rich focus on what they can control. Many people waste energy worrying about things outside their control: market crashes, government policy, global events. Rich people focus relentlessly on what they can control. Checkmark their savings rate, checkmark their education and skill, checkmark the quality of their network, checkmark the opportunities they pursue, checkmark how they structure their portfolio, checkmark how they manage expenses and taxes. By focusing on controllable factors, they maintain agency, even in uncertain times. They see money as abundant, not scarce. A major psychological difference is the rich operate from an abundance mindset. They believe there are always more opportunities. They understand that the global economy is enormous, trillions flow through it daily. They don't get stuck in scarcity thinking, if someone else succeeds, there's less for me. Instead, they collaborate. They create. They find new ways to generate value. This expansive thinking opens doors that scarcity thinking never could. They constantly invest in themselves. Rich people know that the best investment is often in themselves, their knowledge, skills, and mindset. They read. They attend conferences. They hire coaches. They seek mentors. They know that improving their own capabilities leads to exponential gains in all areas of life, including wealth creation. They view self-education as a lifelong journey, not something that ends after formal schooling. They build powerful networks. Average people often underestimate the value of relationships. The wealthy deliberately build powerful networks. They understand that opportunities flow through people. They invest time in cultivating relationships with other high-value individuals. They know that the right introductions, partnerships, or mentorships can create opportunities that money alone cannot buy. Their networks become engines of growth. They play the long game. Perhaps most importantly, rich people think long-term, in decades, not quarters. They resist the urge for quick wins. They are willing to sacrifice today for a better tomorrow. They think generationally, planning to create wealth that outlives them. They understand that slow, steady growth often beats rapid, unstable gains. This long-term perspective guides their decisions and keeps them grounded when others panic. How you can apply these principles? You don't need to be a millionaire to adopt these mindsets. Starting today, you can. Checkmark view money as a tool for freedom. Checkmark focus on building ownership and systems. Checkmark embrace the power of compounding. Checkmark manage risk strategically. Checkmark practice delayed gratification. Checkmark operate from an abundance mindset. Checkmark invest in yourself continuously. Checkmark build and nurture your network. Checkmark play the long game. By shifting how you think about money, you'll naturally start making better financial decisions and set yourself on a path to lasting wealth. Final thoughts: the difference between the rich and everyone else isn't just income, it's mindset. By adopting how the wealthy think about money, you can unlock new levels of financial success. It starts with awareness, then consistent action, and most importantly, patience and discipline over time. Wealth isn't about luck or shortcuts, it's about thinking differently and playing the right game. Start today, and your future self will thank you. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who want to build real wealth. Disclaimer: this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research or consult with a qualified professional before making investment decisions.